Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I ain't got nobody following my page. I'm not a big come out of nowhere type superstar type dude. If you got a YouTube page, I like to watch videos. Some of the funniest stuff is what people do not say. Like when you go outside and you see your neighborhood in shambles. But you rather talk about the plight of the neighborhood, talking about how the neighborhood used to be. Not how it could be, or how it should be. See, I look at it like this. Me as a young black man, so-called black man, I have to think on a higher level than the generation before me. If I don't, then where do it start? I just watched a couple of statistics today about LGBTQ community, and for some odd reason, it was blacks and Hispanics that actually sat there and doubled up what the numbers that they gathered are today. Blacks had, of course, 5.5% a 5% increase from 2012 up to 2017. You had the Hispanics had a 6.1 percentage increase from 2012 to 2016. As serious as this is, this is let me know that two things. We don't know who we are, so we just grasp to anything. And the second thing is we don't really care what we grasp to as long as they ain't telling us what we doing is wrong. That's not a good look. That's not a good outlook. Now, as I told you before, I have a YouTube page. I do not have no followers. This video probably gonna be my first video that I push out there. Let's see what kind of response I get back to the video. It's not a live video. This is a recorded video. The person I will be coming up on live videos, popping up. Might be a couple comedy skits. Trust and believe me, that could be pretty funny. Look at me. Do I look funny? Look like my damn dad, funny as hell. Shoot, look at my dad, you just know that he's a funny dude once you just look at him. Once you start talking, you understand. He really is a funny dude. But this is my short video, my first short video. I would like to have people see. Listen, we tried everything else. Everything. We stood on the bottom of society as blacks, Hispanics, even Native Americans. Don't nobody even talk about them. Like they just disappeared off the face of the earth. Yeah. What about them Indians? That's what the Caucasians used to call them, Indians. Now they call Native Americans, but nevertheless, a lot of people don't realize that the first people that was called African American was the Native Americans. Did research, dig this stuff up because they was because they looked like they was from Africa, quote unquote Africa, because they say all black people came from Africa. That's how the Caucasian man or history perceives everybody of melanated pigmentation. They have to come from Africa. Hawaiians come from the original Hawaiians came from Africa. At least that's in their mind. Which they didn't come from Africa at all, but nevertheless, that's what they had in their mind. So that's what they did. They called them Afro Hawaiians. They called the so-called Native Americans African Americans. These are all facts. You can listen. You can search them. It's out there. You can do Google search. You know, to show you. African Americans Native Americans were first called African Americans. Then they got pushed onto us, so-called African Americans today, by Jesse Jackson for some odd reason, because of some fact that this numbness actually ran across that terminology being used for Native Americans. So, in essence, Jesse Jackson was saying, I am an American. Until Jesse Jackson started realizing that they don't treat you like an American. To them, you're just another nigga. Another black mouth, another mouth to speak out and soothe black people at one point in time. Because nowadays, we don't fall for that. That's dead. Kick your ass out the neighborhood, Jesse. I seen a couple of videos when Jesse got his ass kicked out the neighborhood. But yeah, just bored coming on YouTube. Not really know what to say. Not really writing nothing down. Nothing scripted. As you can tell, I'm in a private place. It's pretty mind-boggling that it is 12:22 in the morning. And I have nothing to say. Yeah, I'm going to sleep pretty soon, but nothing really to say. I wanted to see how it's going to go out, how it's going to plan out, you know. I like reading the Bible. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now. That Bible, man, that thing serious. It's pretty deep. Read 3 chapters a day. You read 3 chapters a day, you get through the Bible in the whole 365 days. That's just 3 chapters a day. 4 chapters, you know. Some people can read 5, 6 chapters in a book. But when it comes down to the Bible, why do people just do the bare minimum? They only do 1 chapter for real. A lot of people go to church and still don't read the Bible. Because when you say, oh, God hates some people, what is that in the Bible? You show me the Bible. Is that it? Oh, damn, I didn't even know that was there. No, see, he was talking about one people. Then we showing the precept to the precept that you pulled out in Romans 9. Oh. And you read Malachi 1:4. And they say the people whom God have indignation, meaning righteous hatred or righteous anger against forever. That means it don't stop. Because remember, in that same book of Malachi, I believe it's 2, or it's even 2, chapter 2 or chapter 3, it tells you that He is the Lord God, He changed not. That's not something I said. That's not even something somebody else said. That is something that God said Himself. And a lot of people say, oh, that book is man-made. Okay. So do you read books? Yeah. How do the slavery happen? Yeah. How you know about that? Well, I read it. My foremother, my mother and my father told me about it. And their mother and their father told them about it. So it's quite accurate to assume that man either by mouth told you or by book wrote it. But we know slavery happened. Just like we know the fall of Jerusalem happened. You know that for a fact. That's guaranteed fact. How do we know? Because they got the actual manure stuck in the Vatican. Yes. They got the manure that they took from Jerusalem stuck in the Vatican. Khazarians are, the Jewish people that's over there right now. They actually made a replica and put it in a temple over there in Jerusalem. I say temple, their temple, because it's in fact it's not the original temple, because of course it got ransacked and got burnt down after the Romans left. The Romans took and ransacked it, robbed it, took all the gold, took the menorah. Of course, the menorah was made of one big piece of gold, so definitely took that. After that, you had Ishmael, or as you know today, the Arabs go in, take the gold that the Romans wouldn't take, because some fact they had already too much gold from ransacking Jerusalem from gun busts. So the Arabs, yes, they did cut stomachs open. They took the gold that we swallowed, because of some fact that we were so damn dumb, we thought we could take the gold with us. Even though Paul warned us, even though Christ warned us, even though Peter, John, Luke, they all warned us. Matthew, Philip, listen, I keep on going. Barnabas, I could go on for days. They all warned us. All the prophets warned us before it even happened. You had the siege of Jerusalem already written in the book of Deuteronomy. The simplicity of us is that we said, you know what? We thought we actually could box with God. Meaning that we put on our boxing gloves and we thought we could fight against prophecies. Got an ass whip too. Listen. Floyd Mayweather is undefeated. You have an undefeated record. Yeah. When the Jews actually followed God's laws, we had an undefeated record too, under God's laws. Under our God, we had an undefeated record. We took and left on that. We left from the wing, or the Sheldon buckler, as David says, because God is our Sheldon buckler. And we got an ass whip. You got an Adrian Bruner. Oh no, I thought I won. No, you got your ass whooped, bro. Your ass was whooped from left to right. Listen, Northern Kingdom whooped your ass, Adrian Bruner. Shoot, Northern Kingdom kid will whoop your ass. That's how you gotta understand. That is two sides of the same. That's two sides of the same coin. On one side, you have an undefeated record. On the other side, you have a defeated record. Make it so funny is Adrian Bruner was trained under and trained with Floyd Mayweather. But he got his ass handed to him. My man Marcos Maidana did not take lightly to his chin. And he thought he won that fight. Negro, you fell quite a few times. That ref let you go ahead and fight more. Instead of calling it, he let you fight. He let you get your ass embarrassed, boy. And you thought because you made it through the 12 rounds, you should have won that fight. Nah. A blind man like, let's say, Stevie Wonder, born blind, could have seen that your ass was whooped from the get-go. You had him in the first round, yeah. Ego got to you. Guess what? Same thing with us. Same thing with the 12 tribes. God, I asked. We was like, yeah. We was listen, we was under the law. We was taught the law. We was told by the prophets, David, Sammy, uh, Solomon, Solomon. I mean, listen, he was told by numerous prophets, Jeremiah, Isaiah. We was told, listen, keep the commandments, and y'all can have whatever you want. You can have it all. And we did have it all for 80 years. 40 under David and 40 under Solomon. How did we lose that? Oh, we did an Adrian Bruner. We won a couple fights. We won a couple battles. Then we got real cocky. Which brings me to my next point. Even though you keep the commandments today, even though your kids may keep the commandments, the next generation, don't get too cocky and say, you know what? It's all easy. It's all gravy. Because it's going to be another demon and another beast coming right at you. That's why I say be shielded with the whole armor of God. Now, I keep on telling people, I'm not a religious guy. Really not. Spiritual, actually. And according to the Bible, righteously so. As you can tell, keep my beard. Keep the mustache. Cool. I ain't even going a little bald up here, though. You know, my hairline is pushed back. My hairline used to be up here. You know what I mean? My hairline used to be right there. You see how much hairline they go? Listen, that's what happened with age, though. I got gray hairs. Some things I am wise in, some things I'm dumb as hell in. Sometimes I allow my pride to win. Sometimes I actually know how to ask for help. But see, what you must understand is that, like I said, the Bible in some instance, you can find certain scriptures, it's very comical. Certain scriptures, it's very deadly. And some scriptures, it's very serious. And it helps you out as very serious matters. Matters of, let's say, sleep from woman to woman. The Bible got the answer for that. Simple. Married. You lay with her, you stay with her. Get married. Ain't nothing hard about that. People talking about, oh, we can't keep the commandments. That's how stupid that sounds. I cannot not kill. I cannot not steal. I cannot not cover my neighbor's wife or anything of my neighbors. I cannot sit there and honor them and honor my mom or honor my father. Actually, it's verbatim. It's honor thy father and mother. I can't do that. I cannot not have another God before God. Because according to the Bible, the Lord God is a jealous God. It's how crazy it is, though. He said, listen, and if you do my commandments, I will make you a ruler or a pillar in my God's temple. But if you don't do it, it's the opposite. You want to die. Listen, I'd rather rule in heaven than survive in hell. To make it so damn dumb is because of some fact you think you're really surviving, but you're really not. You're going to die and then you're going to die again for no apparent reason. The retardation and the plight of my people, like I said, you go outside is a funny sight. Meaning that it's not really laughing, ha kiki funny. It's just funny how you could tell somebody something and they think they know more than you because they're a little older. Newsflash. Christ was about 12 years old when he confounded elders. When Christ started his ministry, he went out and got Matthew, Luke, John, Mark, Paul, Peter. Well, Mark, Peter, Judas. Guess what? Christ was the youngest of them all. They had Christ by 10 years on up. Actually, no, my bad. 5 years on up. But they didn't say, oh, Christ. you listen. They remember what Isaiah said, man? Listen, they got eyes but don't see, ears don't hear. Listen, who you to tell us? Christ was Christ. Christ said something that came to pass. Guess what? Yeah, thou art the Christ. You know what? Thou art my master. That's what. Listen, and I'm telling you verbatim. Peter, Matthew, Luke, John, Paul, Philip, Barnabas, so forth and so forth. All the prophets knew that Christ was the one. He was the ultimate sacrifice. So no, we don't do sacrifice no more. Does that mean that we don't keep the law no more? No, that don't mean that. That means we don't have to sacrifice to keep the law now. Animal sacrifice was, as we like to call them today, training wheels. We call what animal sacrifice on bikes today training wheels. Christ came through, just like your dad always. Just like if you grew up with a dad and a mom, you know, I grew up with a stepdad. I still had a father figure in my life. So, you know, your mama put the training wheels on. She let you go ahead. You understand? Laws had some training wheels on them called animal sacrifice. You did something, some things you could sacrifice for. You know? Celebrate your birthdays. You could sacrifice that for something for that, like that. No, you couldn't, though. I'm going to tell you right now. The judgment for having other gods before God was death. So you didn't have no sacrifice for that. You was put to death if you was really... because it was no law that actually stated itself, thou should not celebrate thy birthday. Job actually did do sacrifices for his kids because honestly they thought it was a flaw in the law that they could exploit. That's why God killed them. God killed all of Job's kids because they were celebrating birthdays. And the crazy thing is they died on a brother birthday. It was all in the house celebrating what? A birthday. And the roof caved in on them. That means that God killed them because they were celebrating birthdays. Not because, oh, you know what? They were so righteous, they just need to be taken. No. They died because they were celebrating birthdays. After they dead, already done warned them continually not to do it. How do we know that he warned them not to do it? Because he actually kept them sacrificing for them. There's no way in the world that you're going to sit there and sacrifice for your kids. There's no way in the world I'm going to sacrifice for my kids like this. Listen. All right, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice this land, man. Listen. I'm going to do it in secret and I ain't going to tell my kids nothing. I'm going to let them go ahead and continue in sin. But me, myself, I'm righteous and I'm eschewing evil. Yeah. My deacon favorite, one of my deacon's favorite words. Nigga, please. He told his kids, listen, you keep on doing this, God gonna get you. All I can do is sacrifice for you and pray for you and hope that you repent. Yeah, it might not be written in the book, but you gotta understand. That's not my personal interpretation either. I'm just thinking what I have done in that situation if I knew that only people that celebrated their birthdays was heathens in the whole entire book. Pharaoh celebrated his birthday, but guess what? He killed the man. All the pharaohs actually on a birth month, they celebrate their birthday through the whole month, killing people. People don't know this much because some fact people don't actually do their studies. Through the whole month. That's ancient Egypt. Now that means that they celebrate their birthday through the whole month. Negroes today try to pull this same old stuff because they don't know history today. Oh no, it's my birthday month, not a day. I can't just do a day. I got to do the whole month. But then ancient Egypt, then those pharaohs died, and then the last one got, and one close to the last one actually got slaughtered. People tried to debunk the Red Sea splitting. Oh, you got the low tide, you can touch the ground, da da da. But they would have wagons with bread, food. They had oxen, they had kids, and they had gold and other precious metals. And they made it through the Red Sea. But the chariots only carrying the Pharaoh and his horsemen and the rest of his men with their own chariots and their own horses and all that. These somehow just couldn't make it through. People amaze me. My people wows me. To make it so funny is you don't believe in nothing. You're an atheist. But you walk on the earth. I don't believe in God. This what atheists say. I don't believe in God. Damn, that sun look nice. Yo, that sky look crazy. As soon as they about to get hit, car come up within inches, and the first thing they say is, "Oh my God!" But you're an atheist. See, to make it so funny is the Bible is 100% true. That's what I mean by that. There's a scripture that say, according to Hebrews, I believe it's James. My bad, James. I think it is the 2nd chapter, maybe the 5th. I ain't too sure. It's one of 2 chapters. It states that do you believe there's one God? And if you say yeah, you believe it's one God, that you said it right, that it is one God. But it says also that the devils also believe that there's one God, and fear and tremble at that sight of that God. That's the one true God of Israel. Now, Paul ministry started something crazy because some fact he got knocked off the horse. He was blind. He had to get his sight back. Now, make it so funny is you had 2 ways that Paul was blind. That was a physical blindness, meaning that he couldn't see out his eyes physically. And that was spiritual blindness, which Christ was helping him with. The spiritual blindness. It's his physical that he had this, that Christ said, you know what? I'm not going to help you. I'm going to have one of my disciples come through and help you. The Spirit of Christ went to the disciples and said, listen, go hit this man, Paul. Well, at the time he was called Saul. So, before he actually started his ministry. And The disciple like, listen, he got he got a lot of us killed. You want me to help him out? He said, listen, there's a vessel that's made for my ministry. I handpicked that one. Go to, you know, go to where he at, and give him back his sight. Gave him back his sight. Paul turned over a new leaf, became Paul. Now, the name Paul itself, of course, because my name is Paul, I had to do the research on it. Of course, it's a Latin word, but nevertheless, it means small, humble. It means small or humble. Paul had to humble himself all the way down because our people don't realize that Paul was a Pharisee. It is what it is. Paul was raised as a Pharisee. Paul became a Pharisee. Meaning that he knew the law. And what a lot of people don't realize is what he was trying to get people to do was denounce that Christ came, he died, and you ain't got to do animal sacrifice no more. He sat there and had people cursing Christ and starting to do animal sacrifice, or are they going to die? So when he himself actually stopped doing animal sacrifice, people was like, oh, he's going against the law. Oh, how can I go against the law? The law was made. The law is always going to be there. Animal sacrifice is no longer needed. But nevertheless, the law is always going to be there. This is why he went from judge to judge. And the crazy thing is, he wouldn't go to the judge. He wouldn't go to his own people to be judged because the scribes and the Pharisees and the Sadducees was on Paul's top. That's why Christ said, a man is not without honor in his own house, in his own town. Meaning that, listen, go in your own town, like my bishop always say. You go in your own town, you go in your own house, listen, they gonna look at you like, yo, ain't you that old nigga that used to run around here, he used to do this, you do that. Don't see that you changed. Don't see that you grew spiritually. Don't see that you grew mentally. They still see that little boy that they seen since you was born. That's in your neighborhood. That's in your house. That's in your town. That's why you're without honor in those places. That's why in Sirach I tell you, a man that travels has much wisdom compared to a man that don't travel and don't know nothing. I traveled a little bit when I was a kid. Listen, I can tell you, I seen some things and I survived some things. There are a lot of people that actually went through the same stuff. Didn't survive. Even going through it once. Just saying. Heart attack. Died on the table trying to help him out. Honestly, I shouldn't even be walking. According to the Bible, according to the Bible, according to the doctor, when I was a kid, I had a problem with my spinal alignment. That thing was all crooked like this. It was like, hey, going upstream. So when I actually did get to walking, it surprised my mom. It actually surprised the doctor. So, it is what it is. That's what happened when you got a umbilical cord wrapped in there on your damn neck. Didn't help me not one bit. All praise to the Most High, though. Most High said, you know what, yeah, I was going to kill that prophet. I was going to really kill him. But maybe I got something good for him. Maybe I got something good for that prophet. I got something in hand for him. He's going to go through a hell of a lot of stuff just to get through it, just to get to it. But yeah, it's going to make for good life story. Now, I've been on this for 35 minutes, but nevertheless, why should I care, right? It's just an intro to, like I said, future videos. It's not recorded live. Well, of course it's recorded live because I'm recording it right now at 12:50, but I mean, it's not on YouTube live, so yeah, so most I say, yeah, you know what, he gonna go through a lot of hell trying to just to get to where I need to get, where I need him to get to. You know, I praise for that because shoot, I'm telling you right now, I dodged a lot. When I say a lot, I mean I dodged a lot of stuff. People was catching STDs around me, but I dodged all praise to the Most High, all of them. People caught gonorrhea, had people in my family catching syphilis for whoremongering. Same thing I was doing. It was a little different because for some odd reason, if I wasn't able to withstand the smell or something, even though, you know, it's, according to scriptures, it tell you that, you know, all bread is good to a whoremonger. He will not leave off of it until he die, or until he repent. One of the two, you know. If it didn't smell right, I still poked it. I had a condom though, but I still poked it. Probably a few times I threw up on somebody. I threw right up on the yams because, not gonna lie, I tried to hold it in. It just wasn't working. And I don't regurgitate. Listen, I do not throw up easy. It's not an easy thing for me to throw up. It takes a hell of a lot for me to throw up, actually. Either I'm sick, and it's not even that I'm too full. I can't even say that. Either I'm sick or I'm getting sick. It's only two reasons how. Oh yeah, and if the yams have some type of disease on it, or in it, or around it, is disease in some type of way. I can even take. You know what? You ain't wash up. And I mean, a couple people I actually went down on, they didn't wash up. You know, it just smelled a little sweaty. That's it. But however, the disease doing threw up time. Threw up right up on them. Right on this shit. Don't eat spicy foods before throwing up. Excuse my language. I ain't mean to say that SH word, but if people see you as still, like I was saying, this is why you without honor in your own neighborhood, in your own town, in your own city. Because people still see you as, oh yeah, that's still the young boy right there, man. I remember when you was like this big. I remember when you was like this big, cuz. I remember when you was like this big. I'm not that big no more. I'm this big now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm this big now. I'm not that big no more. You remember when I was a child? I'm a grown man. It's different. But then sometimes, you know, like I said, you get too comfortable, get too complacent. You think you hit your spiritual ceiling, which some people do, and they fall right out. They start to create new doctrine. The new doctrine. There's a ton of new doctrines out there. You go leaving from one camp, or starting your own doctrine. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that, yeah, there's a lot of people that leave IUIC. There's a lot of people that leave ISCBK. A lot of people that leave GOCC. A lot of people that leave uh, GMS. A lot of people leave a lot of other camps. But yet, you don't hear about these camps. Or why I left this, or why I left that camp, or why I left this camp. You hear, oh, why I left IUIC though. If you're sitting there and you not knowing what you're supposed to do with your life, and then you find out what you're supposed to do with your life, you leave from that and try to start your own thing because you have the spirit of, what do they call that? They call that, I forgot what the scripture is saying. It'll come back to me later. I know it will. I put on a little video in about 9. But nevertheless, yeah. So if you sit there and say, you know what, I left because of this, the leadership, da da da. Now, mind you, God never called you to actually sit there and start your own camp, because if he did, he would have started your own camp. You would never start it under nobody. He would have had made sure that you was able to actually do what you need to do. And listen, that's why I say, you know what, my elders are, pretty good. The best that I know of, anyway, I don't really do no window shopping, so it's the best I know out there. Give you the proper breakdowns, tell you the proper solutions on how to fix your marriage, show you the proper solutions on how to fix your house, how to fix your community, how to actually sit there and help fix your family. What I mean by your family, I don't mean, oh, you married to somebody and, husband and wife and y'all going through something and y'all need something to fix it. No. I'm talking about your actual little blood family. The family that's in the world. The family that sit there and say, you know what, yeah, you in a cult. Teaches you how to fix them. By leading by an example. You have to be that example. You have to learn how to be quiet. Let them win. Even when you're wrong sometimes. I mean, my bad. Even when they're wrong. When they're wrong, they can be wrong. You let them be wrong for right then and there. Come back to them when the attitude and all that subside. Go back to them and tell them, listen, A, B, and C. I feel as though that you was wrong. Person's more susceptible to actually sitting there taking the correction rather than being on the defensive and sitting there and saying, no, you're wrong, you're a liar, yeah. Yeah, so when it comes down to it, a lot of people don't realize this one thing. That everybody, you must keep your fringes and your border blue at all times. This ain't the only shirt I got. Of course, I got black shirts. I actually supposed to get some more white tees so I can get them fringed up. But nevertheless, yeah. I got all kinds of shirts fringed up. I got all kinds of garments because of some fact that, yeah, my wife, she makes garments. Like I said, I be coming back on here with a little poetry, a little comedy. I ain't gonna be that major. Some good clean comedy, of course. I'm gonna have to write that down. Can't just come off the top of the head and be like, yeah, listen. You thought you was gonna come up to the gate You thought you gonna get on that gate with those angels standing there? You try to slide them 29. Hey, take this 29 right here. Let me in that gate right there. I'm Judah anyway. Yeah, you Judah. The angel like, yeah, you Judah, but okay, let's see, it's 144,000 and 1/3. Let's see. That's VIP right there. Okay, you're not in the first 3 pages. That's the 144,000. Maybe you in this because that's the VIP right there. So maybe you in the 1/3. That's still VIP, but it's like lower. It's like middle VIP. You got upper VIP and middle VIP. You don't got no lower VIP. That's the only VIPs you got. You got the 1/3 and you got the 144,000. So let's see what the 1/3 is. Let's see if you're in that 1/3. Nigga, you're not even on the list. Oh no, you gotta go talk to Christ. He listen. You're the only person that can sit there and get you up in here. Man, can I get my $20 back? No, I'm gonna keep that, bruh. That was just for me. That's my tip. That's just for me, for looking for you in this joint. I knew that you wasn't in here, but you know what? I might have been wrong. And since I'm not, you gotta talk to Christ. Christ over there. Go talk to him. He have it all straightened out. Go out to Christ like, hey, what's up, Christ? Listen, I need to get in the gates. I need to get into heaven. My son, have you kept the commandments and the faith in me that I will come back to save you? I had to keep the commandments too? Jeez. I had faith that you would come back and save me. But I had to keep the commandments too? Oh gosh. All right, you know what? Listen, didn't nobody tell me that. Okay, let's see. You know what? Maybe nobody told you that. Let's make sure. Let's make sure that you're 100% right. Maybe you didn't hear it. Maybe somebody skipped over. Maybe you got skipped over. Let's see. What's your name again? My name is John Johnson. John Johnson. From the tribe of Judah. All right, John Johnson. Okay. Let's see, John Johnson. Let's open this book. Oh, let's open the Bible. Let's open this book. Let's open this book. Let's open this, because going to Christ, you got a pretty healthy ass book of do's and don'ts, which is called the Bible. Then you have your lifetime. Then you have the next life. Then you have the last lifetime. Then you got the lifetime before that. And the lifetime before that. And that's why I say in the books were open. And then the book of life was open. The book of life is talking about the Bible. How do we know? Because it's on fact when you read Baruch 3rd chapter, it literally states that these are the commandments of God. All they that should keep it should come to life, but such as leave it shall die. This is what it says. I ain't write the Bible. God had ordained men, prophets, to write the Bible. Our problem is that we say, oh, that's your interpretation. Hold on, wait. There's no interpretation to be made besides breaking it down plainly to you. And that's not really an interpretation. That's just breaking it down plainer to you so you can understand in up-to-date terms, because it's something like you keep on saying you don't understand thous, thus. You don't understand these things because it's something like that you're not spiritually discerned, or you do not even understand you don't even understand the language that you speak. So guess what? I gotta speak Ebonics with you. So when he say, this is the book of the commandments of God, this is all they that keep it shall come to life, and such as leave it shall die. Meaning that, listen, the book of the laws, which is the whole entire Bible, is the commandments of God. You keep that book right there, and you keep everything that's in it, you're gonna live. So, like I was saying, back to just get go up to Christ. Like, yeah, listen, my name Joe Johnson. You know what I mean? My name John Johnson. From the tribe of Judah. Da da da. Okay, let's see if you have not been warned none of your lifetime first. And then on top of that, let's see how recent have you been warned that you must keep my commandments. You must keep the commandments of my Father and the faith in me that I will come back for you. Oh, see, Mr. Johnson. I see you here. I see you. We got here. You got your life in 423 BC, before I even came to the earth. You was breaking commandments. As I was on the earth, you was one of the motherfuckers that turned. You was one of those niggas that turned around and told them to kill me. Okay. Listen, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. You know what? I forgive you for that one. I understand because I had to die. But 1649. Hold on, wait. I sent somebody to you in 1649. You denied it. So I waited to the 1800s and I turned around. I sent somebody to somebody else and they picked it up and everything. Nat Turner, if you haven't noticed, if you ain't know, I'm pretty sure you probably didn't watch the movie because of the scandals. Because listen, I know Birth of a Nation was the stuff right there. I seen it. I put it in the man's heart to do it, even though he already understood that he was gonna get ridiculed for it. All right, so. Oh yeah, in 2003, and mind you, IUIC started in 2002. In 2003, we was up in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna tell you this. I'm gonna just rewind it back for you in your mind, and I'm gonna show you how you looked at on an out of body experience, and show you how you are a liar. Who that? That's you. Damn, that's me. Yeah, that's how you look. Oh, okay. Let's go. Brother. Now, I'm going into my Bishop Nathaniel, out there on the street. You know what I mean? Bishop Nathaniel, Elder Kanah, they on the street reading and teaching. You know what I mean? They started out. They didn't even listen. Tell you the truth, in 2003, he was the first to actually start putting fringes on regular clothes. That was 2003. I knew this because of some fact that when I came into the truth, I did a lot of research. And it's crazy because it was very limited research, because it was very limited of stuff that you can actually sit there and research on that far back, because they like cut off my man. They cut my man page off. They cut his whole page. But nevertheless, so he out there. They be in his mind seeing what Christ showing him. Young man, you gotta repent. You gotta keep God's commandments. You gotta live. You gotta keep the faith of Christ. Nah, give me repent. Give me John the 3rd chapter 16th verse. I mean Acts 3rd chapter 16th verse. You know what I mean? Listen. There you go right there. You see? You're still walking past as he's telling you that you need to repent and keep the faith in me. You stop too. You stop and listen for a little bit. He told you the steps. You flagged him off and kept him moving. You were marked. Why did you go and do the research of what they told you to do? That's why your name is not written in this book. Off with his head. Not literally off with his head, but they're going to drop his ass back down in America. Now, what make it so funny is the face-to-face that we want to deal with when Christ come back. Some of the stuff that we doing is right. Some of the stuff that we doing is not. Some of the stuff is just not right. And it's not gonna get us to where we need to be. Notice I went from comedy to real. But yeah, it ain't gonna get us to where we need to be. We need to be up there. That's where we need to be. You see? That's where we at. Just under the eye. We need to get up there. The water is rising. It's just up the head though. It's just up the head. It ain't cover the head yet. It ain't even go over the head. We don't need to drown. We need to be able to we need to actually be able to actually hold our breath, get to the top, and continue to go through the waters. You have one side sitting there flooding you with bullshit doctrine, or as everybody calls it, BS doctrine. Then you got people sitting there saying, you know what? You can do whatever you like. You can be whoever you like. No. God said, listen, I made you a man. You're supposed to be a man. That's what you're supposed to be. That's what I made you. I made you upright and I made you perfect. You read the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. The book of Ecclesiastes, you actually, the 7th chapter, and I believe it's like the 21st verse, they actually tell you that he made us upright. But we sought out our own wicked inventions. Because we are some damn dummies sometimes. Just keep it real. It is what it is. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we are dumb as hell sometimes. Why do I gotta be here for a whole hour? I don't really have to be because something like that ain't what I need to be sometimes. But like I said, this is the intro. Like I said, tomorrow I'll probably be on, drop another video. You know, something might be a little poem, a little poetry. To be or not to be is the question. To be is the answer. And no, I am no William Shakespeare, but nevertheless, I am black. As he was. You like John Baptiste? He's black. Not John the Baptist, John Baptiste. If you know who John Baptiste is, John Baptiste was a daggone Haitian, a quote unquote Haitian guy that actually led a slavery revolt on Haiti against Napoleon Bonaparte. It was John Baptiste and a couple other people. Yeah, a little history, just a little history, Like I said, the Bible is about everything. The Bible is about history, about family. Most importantly, it is about family. Because to get a strong nation, and of course, everybody already knew this already. Caucasian, Jewish, non-Jewish, governmental, non-governmental. Everybody knows this except the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You have to, in order to grow a strong nation, you have to have a strong marriage, a strong family. Like my bishop always say, I'm not quoting nothing that I found out personally. I'm just letting you know how the Bible says it and how my bishops break it down. Listen, y'all can keep on coming against us. Y'all can keep on sending whoever you send, your little agents of secrecy up into our camps. Primary example, y'all would never, when I say never, never. And the crazy thing is, it's cockiness because of some fact that it's 100% fact. Christ is our cornerstone. You can't get Christ, so you're not going to stop us. You can't box with God, so you can't stop us. It's impossible. Only thing that is possible is that you cut off the YouTube pages, you cut off Facebook, you cut off Instagram, but you cannot. I repeat, you cannot and will not be able to stop us. Bible prophecy had to come to fulfillment. And the reason why it had to come to fulfillment because it's on fact God cannot be found a liar. But man can. Coming after me. And I tell you like the rest of my leadership says awesome. You come after me, listen, there's more of us out there. You don't want to know. You think you know, but you really don't. A lot of people watch YouTube. A lot of people watch Facebook. A lot of people watch us on, other social medias and all that. But man, it comes down to it. A lot of people don't even actually watch social media. A lot of people actually go out and listen to us on the street. Now, mind you, like I said, the first wave go down, the second wave come up. The second wave go down, the third wave come up. The third wave go down, the fourth wave come up. No matter how you look at it, we're going to be out here. So when it come down to it, like I said, you sent your little agents. I know what I know from the actions that I see. You sent your little agents. You keep on sending them, of course. I already know about them. Listen, you sending them, you keep on sending them. You sent them, they left, they pulled what they supposed to pull away. The ones that's here now, they gonna pull what they want. They gonna pull who they gonna pull away. But to not challenge God, that's all we say. Don't try to challenge God, because if you try to challenge God, guess what? 100% you're gonna lose. It is what it is. I keep on telling people this one thing that people like to forget. God himself, the Almighty, kill rating is 100%. He have yet to lose any kill that he went for. Like some men, we go hunting, shoot a deer in the leg, lose that kill. That deer turn around and die later, but we lose that kill though. Meaning that we don't get that meat, you don't get that trophy. You don't get to use this husk for nothing. You don't get to get that deer meat out of it. You know what I mean? That's what we was intended for. Not with God. God say die, that's gone. Bye. But God ain't gonna just tell you die. Gone. Bye. He gonna do it in a miraculous way. Oh, it's impossible for that guy right there to die. He survived so much. It's impossible for him to die. Okay. That means that you challenge God openly, and God got to show you. God in his house blew up because a train derailed around his way, and the train turned around, was carrying crude oil, and blew up half of his town. Half of half of the part of the city that he was living in. Blew up a lot of road homes because some fact you openly challenged God. Not only did he die, you died too. Heart attack, brain aneurysm, you know what? Even a stroke can kill you. Seizures, epilepsy, grandma. If you want to go to the basic of the grandma, listen, it is what it is. Grandma, several seizures in one sitting. Shoot, I know about it. People just don't understand. Like Paul said, listen, I bet you gonna urge people to watch lessons, read the Bibles, go through the Bible, see if what people see if what you know, see if what people are saying is lined up with God saying. If it don't line up, then stop listening to the person and start following God. Because according to the Bible, we ought to obey God rather than man. Yo, I'm the best on God. You know, listen, you have to be able to sit there and do the thing. Now, man, a lot of people need to, repent. That is the main thing. You need to repent. That's not gonna get a million views. I already know. Shoot, I'd be surprised if I'd be surprised if we get 5, 6 views. Like I said, this is just the intro. And my other ones, and my skits and all that, that should get a little hustle, 100, 200 views. You know what I mean? A little comedy skit, a little poetry skit. Listen, I might even come out with a song skit, just singing a little bit, Not that good, but listen, it is what it is. I can try it. Come out with a listen to my hip hop beat when I get it, go with a rip it down. Oh, might come out with one of those too. Might come out with a little rap skit. Never know. Just say. I'm very spontaneous like that. Might actually come out with a skit I'm on my job, doing Postmates. Listen, I run into people every day. You know what I mean? When you sitting there, you trying to figure out who is this guy right here? YouTube channel. I don't even know what YouTube channel this is. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. That's the funny thing. Talking this whole damn time, I don't even know what the hell my YouTube channel is. This is a like button on the bottom. It's a like button on the bottom. It's a subscribe button over there. And if, you want to get notified, you got a notification button right next to it. You can push that, get notified every time I drop a video. But nevertheless, like I said, I don't expect that many views for this video because, like I said, this is a 2-hour video. And some of the stuff I actually went tone deaf on. Some of the stuff I actually sat there and said, you know what, it is what it is. Let me just tell my story. Let me tell the Bible also at the same time, because some fact that if you're just telling your story, then guess what? You're glorifying yourself. I'm not just gonna glorify myself. I'm giving the Father all the glory, because without Him, I would not be able to even speak, brethren. What I mean by speech, man, listen. Even though I might have some words that I can't say out of my mouth because some fact that speech impediment problem, biting my damn tongue too much, and also biting my damn cheek too much. I have my epilepsy. Certain words just won't come out right. As much as I try to say it specifically, I had to learn how to slow down with that, because I wasn't saying specifically, I was saying specifically. Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I used to try to say it fast. Specifically, that's exactly how it came out. Not specifically. That's exactly how it came out. No lie. Real talk. Just got that down pack this year. Yo, I'm gonna do a skit on that too, on how many words I done messed up throughout the years. Listen, all praise to the Most High. I found brotherhood and unity. All praise to the Most High. I found a family. I got a family. All praise to the Most High that I wake up every day that I can actually sit there and say, you know what, I can do something about change. All praise to the Most High that I could come on YouTube and say, you know what, the world is about to change. I don't listen. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully I don't think I'm talking about the LGBTQ2TQQUAAAABBBBCCC. Listen, there's a lot of letters with that. Okay, that's why I'm doing that, because there's a lot of letters. It's the alphabet. It's the alphabet. You know, LG alphabet. LGT, LGT, LGBT alphabet. You know, listen, it's not going that way. What I mean by it's about to change. You're about to have the obvious light. Then you're gonna have the obvious obscurity of darkness. You're gonna have people that actually sit there and actually follow the commandments of God and actually the faith of Christ. You're gonna have people that scoff and sit there and don't keep the faith of God. That's the problem. Let's say I'm dangerously low on space. Just may slow down some of my apps. Yeah, I see. Because my damn, what you call the app is getting real slow. But once I post this thing up, it ain't gonna be in my phone no more. I'll tell you that. With that, I'm gonna say, Shalom, Most High Christ bless. Stay in the spirit. Stay in the faith. Keep the commandments in the faith of Christ.